Ooh, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. We are running just a tad bit late here. So sorry for that as we're getting everything loaded here. I want to warn you beforehand that we have had a horrible day for weather here. We have had extremely high winds and it has been bone chilling outside. Holy cow. We're talking like minus 20 wind chills. Yeah, and just in case the stream drops, know that I lost either power or internet or both. A couple little flashes here and there. It's been a little scary, but so far we're heading strong. We're hanging in there pretty strong. So we're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna see what happens. It's the worst, right? A little slow to load though. Oh, I'll tell you what, man. This shader check is insane. Let me let this cat in. Can't have the door closed. You not in here, right? Right? What if something super exciting happened in here? Yeah, come on, say hi to everybody while we're waiting for the game to load. Oh, this is our culprit. Mr. Pickle. Right? Game's loading, look. He loves me, he's my little buddy. Right? Get the means out. Why get the means out? Here. Down. Down. Alright. You're set. You're good. And we're good there. Okay. And we got Mr. Eli in the back here. Every time they do an update, man, these shaders get longer and longer and longer. While we're waiting, I almost spilled that. That would be true to form for me to do. While we're waiting for the 46% shaders, hope everyone is doing good. And I hope you're enjoying Chapter 3. I am. I have a concern, though, that I want to talk about. The missions that we're doing for the Landsraad. Already noticing the repeating of those missions. And I'm wondering if they've created enough. Now, I'm not saying that I need a brand new mission every time I log into this game. And I don't mind doing some things repeating. You know, it's a repeat activities, it happens. But what I don't like is I have yet to really, I think one day I did 2 extra missions. And in fact, we're behind. I have 9 out of 35 that I can do today. So we're still under what we're supposed to be able to do for the week, the maximum amount they want us, so they're kind of time gating our advancement. And I'm repeating missions. That's not a good sign. One of the main reasons I stopped playing Destiny was because they would have me do the same activity 20 to 30 times. No, you've got to have far more variety if you're going to set a requirement that high. We'll get in there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We might see it tonight. We'll stay pretty well in one category. Well, we hit 100. The shaders.
I dream of it.
I do too. Okay, let's get in here. I don't know why my mouse keeps bouncing to the side screen, but whatever. But yeah, if you're going to require me to do something that much and expect it to take so long for me to max it out, you better, dude, they better be adding things. Because if there's only 20, 25 missions to pull from, you want me doing 35 a week? Because also keep in mind, if I want a Landsraad reward, I've got to do it at least 10 to 14 times, depending on what I'm trying to get. That's just no bueno, guys. That's no bueno. Okay. I don't know if it happens to you. When I log in, it takes a little while for the rendering to get caught up. So I usually just kind of force it by spinning around. And then eventually it'll get good. My wings are out. No, just the one. So let's just go right into it. I have been putting a bunch of points into House Alexan because mainly I'm looking to do the crafting. I want to get this. What is it? Okay. Sure is. I'm trying to get here. So I'm trying to get to level 10. So I am 7, 1, 1, 4, and 3. After I get to level 7, this stuff is nice, but not quite as required. But again, it is nice. But yes, so level 10, and we are at level 7. Partially into level 8. So there you go. But I have been putting a lot of points into House Alexan. But thankfully, House Lindarin has opened up. Wouldn't mind getting a set of pincushion boots. I need 10,500. I put 0 to it, so we got a lot to do. And Lindarin is not only still... Kitty, come on, man. Is not only in the crafting category by this little symbol, but also it has not been won or claimed by anybody yet. So any points I put into it are helping the team out with our voting power and such. So we're going to do some things for House of Lennar. Now, unfortunately, I have 2 missions already loaded up, and I've dedicated them to House Alexan. I can abandon it, and then it'll take an hour before I could abandon another one. I'm going to actually abandon this one. Didn't want to really do it anyway. I haven't been to the wreck of the Tyke. I haven't been to that wreck. Maybe we'll go later. But I'm going to abandon this. When you abandon it, you get an hour cooldown. They did that to stop you from being able to just burn through and not do any of the core missions, but just cycling through until you get a silly one. Let's see. We are going to... This is in Blushing Cavern, and this is in the Brood Works. This one we're going to take. Okay, so this guy here, I think I maybe did this on stream. I don't know. I don't want to say it's easy, but if you know what to do, it's not too difficult. This involves putting tracking devices on the wall, and then you got to go in and interact with 2 items. And you technically have to fight your way in, but if you know where the item is, you can kind of book it real quick and get there. So you don't necessarily have to. But we're going to take this one, accept, and we're going to go for House Lindarin and say confirm. So we're getting our crafting points, and we are getting points for the Landsraad, etc. This is testing 152. Not quite sure if we want to do that one yet. I'm not going to select it. I'm just going to stay with these 2 for right now. What I would normally do is I would look and say, well, since I'm going to Blushing Cavern or I'm going to the Broodworks, are there any other ones that we want to do? But I kind of want to push pretty hard with the oh, there's a huge patch of fibers. 300 plus, holy crap. Good source of irradiated slag. Now you're talking my language, my friend. Holy crap, maybe we'll go there tonight. Is that radiation? Do you have to worry about it? There is radiation there, isn't there? It's the Hager Rift one. Got 2 for exploration in the Hager Rift. That's odd. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just go and do the coming and going. So, a couple things I want to point out. Some changes that I have made to the way I play is my inventory normally didn't change. I'd carry the same thing. And if you look now, we've got kind of a strange setup here. First off, I always carry a little bit of salvage metal. Several of these missions require you to craft something in the very beginning, whether it's like some teleelect eyes or monitoring devices or something. You can always find it on the 1300 compared to the Mark's 1833. Good. Well, we'll be there. We are going to head there tonight. Thank you, Jiggy. But yeah, I carry some of this metal. You can find it there usually if you look around. It's not too difficult, but I just bring it along so I can knock that step right out. I carry a myriad of healing items around. And we've also switched to the static needle, and I'm bringing a Dune Watcher. We put our, well, we didn't put it down, but we put the Jabal Spit Dart in our backpack. I want to see if the extra damage that I can do. I hit the button. Oh, I didn't hit the button. There you go. Okay. 346 versus 236. So we are putting a lot. Yeah, there you go. The only difference is we get 2 shots instead of 3, but we're going to check that out. Also, this area here used to have 3 boxes, then I got rid of them, and I made some changes, and then I made a little platform for our assault. Well, I shouldn't say assault, because that's the assault, but our attack scout with the rockets already loaded on it. Nice red Baron paint. And then I had a box here. I've always had a box that was a dump box, and I still do. This one here, dump box 1. Basically, when I go out and I do something, I'll gather a bunch of items that I'm bringing back. Some of them are cool, some of them are crap, some of them, who knows. I make this box so I can just fly in here, hit the floor, run over, dump everything into it from me and from the ornithopter, jump back in, go back out, keep going. I'll sort it later. It sometimes fills up pretty well, but usually I can keep up with it. But yeah, we got that box. And then, because there's 3 holes here, because there's 3 spots, I put a dump box 2. There's absolutely nothing in it. Someday, maybe there will be. Or maybe we'll change it. So, this is literally just fly in, dump stuff, fly back out. The big one here is this guy. Boop. Which I titled Gameplay Switch. What this is a box specifically designed to hold all the normal stuff that I would be using if I were doing something, plus some extra supplies, but that I don't need and don't want to risk or have damaged this time. Like, for instance, I don't bring the good compactor. I have one, but it's kind of beat up. Don't need respawn beacons, don't need radiation suits unless I'm going to a ship, apparently. Some extra welding wire, old suits, my whole still suit, things like that. So since I'm using the Dune Watcher, and we're going to stick with it, I don't need to carry this. So we could bring this over here. That way, if something does happen, something bad does happen, it's not taking damage. That's why I've got some red lines here on my still suit, because I went and did stupid things poorly and cause some damage to it. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Let's only bring what we're going to use or what we need when we're doing these dungeons or these dungeon missions. So what do I carry? A little bit of money, because you never know. Um, as many bullets, darts, as I can. I did have 1,000 and I shot somebody a couple times. Testing out that Dune Watcher sniper. Um, this is an extra power pack and an extra sensor belt because they burn quick. And I don't want to get caught out there without it. So I'll bring up my inventory here once we're out of this. And you'll see what I need. I still carry the construction tool because it's indestructible. So, well, whatever. I have a 6, a 4, and a 2 as far as health pack goes. The reason I have all of these, is because you find a lot of like the 4s or the 2s out there when you're doing these dungeons, so they're just kind of building up. The 6s I brought along as well, but I don't necessarily have something slotted. I probably will once we get there, and I'll show you that in a second, but I have as many healing supplies as I feel I need to bring. We always carry welding wire. Some of these missions require hand scanning, and I've gotten burned on that before. I never carried this thing around. Then I'd do a mission and be like, scan for evidence. And be like, oh, God, okay. I'm just going to carry it. So, fine, I'll bring it along. And we got fuel, because I always bring that. We got a vehicle backup tool, because I tried to do the Smuggler's Run race by building my sand bike, because I took my sand bike apart and it was in a box. So I just threw them in the backpack and took it along. It was like, I'll build it on site. No, you won't, because there's no build zones that I could find. I ran all over the place with a stupid little gun sticking out my hand, and it kept saying, too close to a no build zone. So I had to leave, come back here, build it out in the sand, scan it with the scan tool, so it's in my scan tool, then go back, and then I was able to start it. So inside of that, I think the sand bike's in there. It might actually be downstairs, but we're not doing Smuggler's Run right now, so I'm not too excited about having it in there. We'll go check once we leave here. But yeah, so we made a little dump box, and we made a gameplay switch. What I can do then is I'll come running up here and I'll be like, oh man, I need to go get irradiated slag, or I need to go get bodies for going out in the deep desert or whatever. And if I'm going to do something low key, we'll come over here to this box and I can switch over, make sure grab everything that I'm going to need, take off everything that I won't, and then bounce between the two. I thought about making 2 boxes, one for like dungeons, chapter 3 stuff, and then another box for all the regular things, but there was no way to keep that straight because I would be putting everything in the, you know what I mean? Like when I stand here naked. I don't know. Just so gameplay switch it is, and so far it's working pretty well. We're gonna go check and see if my bike is downstairs. Another change that we made was we got rid of all the weapons we were storing. I saw a post about this. A person said it on Reddit. I used to keep all the weapons that you'd find, whether it was on dead guys or in boxes or whatever. You'd find like Adept and House, and, Mala pistols and drill shots and stuff. And it would be part of the Landsraad, because you could use those because the house would want them. And they got rid of that. So I had boxes of weapons down here that had no use. So we got rid of them all. And instead we put up some fish pictures. But it did clean up this area a little nice. These guys are small enough to operate in a 1-story section. This thing here can as well, but I thought it required bigger than that. Does it not? Oh, she gets close, doesn't she? Good enough for me, though. But yeah, these things can operate in the 1-story room, so that's where we put them. And then up here, we made a little bit of a change, because this is where we put our augmentation station over here. And we've got our survival, the advanced and the normal, and then just some storage boxes. Like here's augment storage. I have not augmented anything yet. That's the dog does not want to be in here. Cat wants to be in. Go out. Well, no, you're not doing that. No. You want to go see Mom? Here you go. Why did you? Okay, well, I'm not playing this game with you. Oh, the cat ran out with the dog. Which means he's going to be clawing at the door, and I'm caught in my microphone wire. Okay. And of course, we had to put a carpet because, you know, we don't want our little tootsies getting cold. Ouch. So, yes. I actually do have... No. I have nothing I can put in here. In case you don't know the loop, you have to... That's wrong. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. Where the heck am I going? Okay. So, when you go do some of these missions, you will get several things. First off, these are the Regis components. That's what I make out of the stuff that the House Scripts guy gives me, that I buy those compounds from and make them into components. And then I've got some grade 1 patterns, and then I've got schematics. Now, what you have to do is you have to learn the schematic just like it's one of the regular ones, like the ancient ways and things like that. You have to put it in your inventory, and then you hit F, long press F, and then you can make it. You'll need some of these materials. You'll need other things in order to make them. Let's go ahead, because...
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Here's an issue that I've had in almost every game. I've done it in Destiny. I've done it in the First Descendant, and doing it here now. When they create a system that you're supposed to progress your way through, I don't want to take steps that I'm not required to. For instance, if I can get away with not augmenting any weapons with a level 2 upgrade and skip the level 1s, that's awesome, because you can't remove an upgrade or an augment once you put it on. Which means if I put a level 1, say I put 2 level 1 upgrades on my static needle, and then I get to the point where I'm getting level 2s, I need to make a new static needle because I can't use the old one. That's wasteful for me. It's stupid because it's digits, it's pixels. Who cares anymore? You know, like, so what? I'll go get another one. But it's still, you know, waste not, want not type situation. Now, they do have it so that once you're high enough level in crafting, if you're getting recycling something,
a large sandstorm is approaching.
If you're recycling something, you might get the pattern back. It's like a 15% chance, which is pretty low, but it's a chance, at least 15 out of 100. But what that also does is it makes me work harder, because I could be getting some bonuses that I'm not. I have 2 weapons right now on me, the Dune Watcher and the Static Needle, that can accept augments. So I will go ahead and do one. We're going to do this one, the Blade Grip Adjuster. What does it do? I keep trying to point to it, you know. This gives me it's a negative, but it's still a bonus. The attack stamina cost. So if, say, an attack takes 20 stamina for me to attack, I can drop it by 3 to 5%. It's going to depend on what happens when I make this augment. Honestly, there are ways to make augments a little better. Let's go here. Let's not go there. Let's go here, and then we'll go here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
We'll find it in just a second. Okay, so increases the chance for a better stat. Now it's +5, but unfortunately that's level 20. We got a long way to go before level 20, so let's not wait. I got a sandstorm. The place says it's water sealed, but you wouldn't know that when the sandstorms come through. It's getting in somehow. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to take the unique schematic and bring it over here. It's going to get a little slow with the rendering once the storm passes. So I bring it over here. And now that we have brought it over here, I can hit I for inventory and you'll see it. And if I long press F, I will research the schematic. Boop. I'm going to obtain, yes. And now we got the sweet music and a little bit of angelic voices. So now I have learned that schematic. You will see that it obviously is out of my inventory. It is gone, but nothing else has changed. Oh, we're rendering hard. Now, you can augment weapons, you can augment armor or stillsuits. Once you have an augment, you got to go to the place that applies. In this case, since I'm doing a weapon, I need to come downstairs here and go to my advanced weapons fabricator. Once we click on this, you'll see here I can make a blade grip adjuster. They're pretty expensive. Need a lot of different things. I'm good on numbers, but this is a lot of... My nose itches, man. It's stuffy. This is a lot of high-powered stuff. That's 12 plastanium's not so bad. 4 Regis components and bad. 4 spice. 3 plasteels, not bad. 6 infused plastanium dust, not bad. 2 carbide blade parts, not bad. And then schematic pattern grade 1, not bad. The numbers themselves aren't such an issue, but that's a lot of high-powered stuff, you know? We're big money. But we're going to go ahead and we are going to click on it and we're going to craft it. Super exciting, right? Let's go ahead and take this with us. Boop. But once you get one of these guys here and you have them in your list, you can see the items you need. They all pretty much the same. Why do I have no water? That's strange. We gotta check that out. I have no water. It's got to be a glitch. But like, you know, it kind of makes sense. This is a quick release trigger, so we need gun parts. And for this, we needed blade parts, etc. So, you know, it makes sense. But, might be the bounciness there, right? It's bounciness. Scared me nonetheless, though. Okay, so now that we came down here and we were able to craft the augment, now we're going to go upstairs. It may not be the game, it might be me. And now, when we click on static needle, look at that. We have the option of putting an augment on. When I created it, it said anywhere between 3 and 5, and of course I got 3.1, so I could just barely do lower. Thanks. To be honest, am I even going to notice a 3% less stamina cost? Maybe. If I augment this, I am going to lose 2%. So it's 99 out of 99. I will lose 2% repair. But we're going to go ahead and do it. So it's going to reduce it. Yeah, I know that. And it cannot be removed once attached, which means this is a one-shot deal. This was a big issue, at least for me. Like this static needle, once I'm able to make level 2 augments, what am I going to do with this? Hopefully by that point, we'll probably stick it in a box if I don't have the ability to potentially get things back from it. We'll have to see. But I'm trying to not fight the system. I'm trying to augment myself as I go along. And it's done. I'm still at 99. Nope, I'm at 97. It's just saying 99 up here. All right, there we go. So we put a level 1, which ain't much, but hey, it's something. There'll probably be, I don't know if you see that attuned to any dungeon. I've been a little slow on the quest line here. There's probably going to be a thing for augment a weapon, which I just freaking did. Okay, so that's augmenting. Hopefully we'll start being able to handle things a little bit better. One of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing tonight is because I want to be able to augment armor as well. I can't at this moment, and I think our are going to be very helpful. That cat wants back in. This is it. You're in here now. You're in here for all time. Yes? You understand? Sitting here burning fuel just to yell at you. Okay. What do we have to do? We have to travel to the Broodworks on the overland map. We gotta do some things. So I put a video out earlier today. I don't know if you saw it or not. Hope you did. If you do, like, thumbs up. Those things help the algorithm. I don't know what that algorithm even is, but that's what all the other important people say. So that's what the important people say. Where I was talking about doing these missions and how I started getting my little behind handed to me because I was going at them the same way I was approaching all the other stuff I did, which was just head on, not fight my way through, which wasn't the best method. We learned, getting beat up will definitely teach you a quick lesson. So we take kind of a different route for this now. I'm going to actually cut the wings back in so I don't slam into the wall and nosedive like I usually do. Okay. So I always come out the same spot. It's the fastest. Broodworks is unfortunately right over here, so I actually have to go up a little bit, and then I can select the Broodworks. If I don't, it tries to stick me back into Haga, so minor thing, but hey, look, it's very close, which is awesome. Boop. Sure do. Can't wait to do this mission. This will be the third time I've done this mission. And I've only done today's Saturday, so what do we got? 5, 10, 15. Not enough. Not enough variance. The first time I went in here, I, of course, soaked the sand in blood, and that was my attitude, and man, these guys were tough. But I try to go a little more stealthy right now. So the first thing I got to do is craft some surveillance things. Like I said, you can find salvage metal laying all over the place. Love the tarp. Don't know where I keep it, but this is why you want to bring some 5 salvage metal for 4 of these. So now I'm down to 10. So we'll have to pick up some more either here or when we're out and about if we have to do something else. 3, and then finally the 4th one will be done now. So I have to scale the outside walls of the watchtowers and hide the surveillance sensors. My first thought on that is, ooh, we gotta sneak and we gotta be stealthy and we gotta kill anybody that might see us. No, you don't. Apparently, these guys have no memory quality or anything at all. Sandflies are very ADHD. So we're just going to run and apply these things as quickly as possible. Sometimes I try to avoid that guy up there. Sometimes it works. It didn't work this time, though. Alright, we'll get up here and interact. Now that's done, I usually just jump right up here. They start shooting at me. We'll do that. There's a trap down there. Another trap. Boom. Oh, that one didn't go off. My name is Jackrabbit. It's cool. Dude, trust me, I'm allowed to be here. Boom. There we go. So even though the whole world's shooting at me, I still was able to do it. Now, easy there, buddy. I gotta find generator components. We do. It's just me, though. Clearly marked on the map. It's real awesome. It's in a big fortress. And the first time I went through here, I had to run around and try to figure out where the heck this was and everything. Bindu sprint, stuff like that would be definitely helpful in here if you wanted to do it. I'd rather keep that turret just in case. And now he's up here. Hi.
Someone's here.
It's just me. So, what I like to do with this is... Oh, look at you. Kitty, you gotta go, man. It's right down here. It's where I gotta go. Now, come over here. We'll interact. I didn't want to go back the way I came up because I don't know if you saw him, but there was a blowtorch guy there. Do a little serpentine, keep them off us. We're going to head to the second one. So that one's always inside, or at least the multiple times I've done this mission, it's on the inside. This one's out on the outside. It's up here on these platforms. So we're going to come over here by this light.
We're under assault.
We can come right down here, click on this button, craft it. We don't have to watch it in order for it to happen, so we're going to start working our way back out. There it is. Now it says exit the area, and we got to head this way. Couple minutes worth of work, not bad. We don't have to fight anybody. We really don't want to. We could. These guys are a little tougher than your average Haggard Basin fiend, so I'm kind of content at this point to not bother. Boy, I got some fun coming up here. Man, you guys really should have shot at me way sooner. Field took some hits, didn't it? You following? Oh! Haha! It's me. I'm leaving, though. It's fine. I don't think they follow you all this way. They do not. Once we get close, mission's done. Hooray! And I am at 9 out of 35 because I didn't do 4 of them yesterday. Got caught up in making videos. So we'll accept the claim. And there we are. Now from this mat, this little area, this instance, you can go right back in, and that one's already selected, so the Smuggler's Run. At this point, I'm saying to myself, dude, you should have totally made sure you had the gun. I don't know if it's in there. I think it might be. It's probably not. We shall find out, right? Not with a cut array, we're not going to. Please be a bike, please be a bike, please be a bike. Ah. Alright, so we can't do it. Unless we go back home. There's worse things. This is just taking up some time. I don't know if you've done Smuggler's Run. It's basically like a little fly through the hoops or go through the hoops thing. I did it on a Mark V bike, and it worked out just fine. I kind of thought when I did the first Smuggler's Run, it was like, dude, it's going to be like a pod race scene where there'd be guys shooting at me and all sorts of crazy stuff, but I never saw anybody. I finished it with quite a bit of time left over, and I still kind of messed up a little bit, so kind of surprised. We're going to land on the ground. We don't need to go into the hangar. But this is where I would make use of that dump box. We're going to go in the hangar and do the dump box. So what I would do is I picked up at least one box of things. Stuff that goes in quite a few different areas here in the old base Rooney. So what we'll do is we come in here and we drop the stuff that we don't need. And I'll go through it later. It's probably not anything super crucial or critical, so we should be fine. Now we're going to jump out here. Dude. There she is. Look at her. Need you. And since we're at a spot, we're going to go ahead and select the Smuggler's Run. Among houses, rivalries meant. So, yeah, we just got to go do a race, drive through hoops, and we got to do it in a set time. I thought about this in the lore that doesn't exist in my head, that the first time I did it, I completed it. So I was like, yay, hooray. And then I was like, you know what? It's kind of funny because the first time you're through, you kind of don't know what's going. You're a little slow. You might wipe out. So I'm going to continuously get better. And basically all you have to do is have a recording device that says that you did it. And some of these houses are going to have this. It's going to be mine. It's going to be me with just better times. I'm like, oh, you're not getting your money's worth in them early days. So, like I said, we're going to do House Lundarn. Hooray. And there we go. So, we'll close, and what does it tell us we have to do? Craft the sealed recorder from your personal crafting menu. I shall do that then. Sealed recorder. Again, we just need a little bit of salvage metal. Craft one. Excellent. Probably should get some salvage metal from here, but no. Travel to the run. Prime the recorder on the track console, and then get on standby. I am not the best at these little circuit race things. What are you doing? It's been a long time since I did racing circuit games. We're talking like Forza and stuff like that. And, I don't know. I mean, I can do it. It's just not my thing. I'm not a big Mario Kart fan, I know. I'm sorry. So, in the first week of playing this game, I think I've only abandoned 2 missions since I've started this. And I've already done that planting the surveillance things on the wall and then going to get the generator. That was the 3rd time I've done that mission. This will be the 2nd time I'm doing Smuggler's Run. A little concerned. I wouldn't complain so much if they weren't making me do this. Like, this is what I have to do. It's not me. I'm not burning through the content. This is what the content is asking me to do. Boop. Even if there was some variety where they changed it up a little bit, you know? Like on this, instead of letting me do it on a sand bike, excuse me, I get the hiccups, or a tread wheel. Stop, you don't need that. Let me do it on one or the other, like require it to be one or the other. Yeah, it's kind of low to the ground, but you know what? Make me do it in the thopter, and heck yeah. Alright, so we got to come up to this little box and interact. That's it. And then okay, so it starts once you go through the gate. So don't put your bike right up there. Give yourself some time, man. Set this bad boy back up here, because once you mount it, it's going to tell you to go through that gate, and that's what starts the time. So if you put it right in front of there and you start taking off, you're not going to be at your full speed. It's like racing, cheating, kind of. We don't need that. So we're going to mount. Prepare for Smuggler's Run, right? So now it's going to say, pass the first gate to start. And that's what's in front of us. So we're going to hit that gate flying. This is a Mark V bike, no boost. Timer starts. So the goal here is to go nice and easy. Yeah, you want to go super fast, but sometimes fast loses control. Control is always better than speed. Speed is good, don't get me wrong. But if you have to choose between one or the other, always go for control. Speed will come in time. Doesn't matter how fast you can go when you're spinning out, flying all over the place. Get my nice little music going on here. We were a minute in. That was a little delayed, wasn't it? Caught up now. Wonder if they're going to eventually allow you to post times for this. 35 left on the clock. You delivered as promised, and the reward for your compliance and silence is our support in the Landsraad. They didn't know I was streaming. Mission complete. All right. That's it. Yeah, it does get repetitive fast, doesn't it? Let's jump off of here. Ooh, you literally did. Nice. Here, before we do that, I'll verify that this was just a regular old Mark V. It's in great shape because I've really never used it. Guess I got to repair them treads here pretty soon. Mark V Vengeance. We made it with 35 seconds left to spare, so you can do it. Don't be worried. Slow and steady literally wins the race. Alright, so while we're here in a safe zone, don't know why there's all those sparks and stuff, we're going to check. And let's see. That is still up. Energy of the future. Looks like we have that option. So we can go back there. And then 152 is the other one. But let's see where we are at. K. And then G. We finished 8. And we finished... Oh, come on. We're 7 points away. You bastards. So the missions are requiring a little bit more experience every time to finish. For instance, here, we go here, it's 105. I'm at level 1. I am at 25 out of the 105 that I need to do it. Here, I am at 142 out of 149. So we've seen almost a 50 increase just getting to level 10. I'm assuming that that literally will click over to 150. So the experience points requirements are obviously getting bigger. I figured that was going to happen. It doesn't surprise me at all. But the Landsraad mission experiences so far are not getting much higher. Maybe that's until I get to a next level or something. I don't know. But so we can get 125 from it. So unfortunately, when I do this 7 of those get away, so we'll be at a 117 out of 150. So we got to do 2 more crafting before we can do anything else. So let's see. This one we have set up for house. Set up surveillance and kill any witnesses. You actually don't have to kill the witnesses. You can just run around and do silly things. Like I said, I need 2 more in order to hit level 10, and I don't necessarily need to progress any further than that. So this one does it, and then any one of these will give us radiant materials from the wreck of the tank. And search Imperial testing station. Well, since we have to go to Blushing Cavern, here's another thing I like to do, is I like to see if there's anything more that needs to go to Blushing Cavern. That one does. That's a testing station, obviously, so is that. Hagar Rift. Wreckage of the Tyke. Hagar Rift. Blushing Cavern. Wreck of the Tyke. And testing station. Testing station. More Tyke. And the Broodworks where we just were. So, what I'm noticing right away here is in the combat section, which is probably where we're going to go next. We have to clear the mining route to the Blessed Cavern by turning deserters against each other. This basically is pretty easy. You just go and you kill some guys and take an item, and then you go kill some more guys and you take another item, but you drop the first one there, and then you have to go back and put the second one, and then basically you're just making it look like they killed each other. So when their friends get there, they're really upset at each other. Okay, I guess so. You can't let people see you do that one. But since we're going to be going to Blushing Cavern, why not do both at the same time? You can do this. I've done actually 3 missions on Broodworks at the same time. Gets a little a little crazy, a little hard to keep track of to some extent, but again, the more we do these, the more we'll understand them. But I'm going to go ahead and accept this, but I don't know. What do we got? More tiny nobrums and micro. Let's go take a look and see if there's anything that we want to start dedicating these points to. This will be combat. Cauterizer, I think I have. Nothing there. No. No. I have a Starburst and I've never used it. Don't know if that's actually going to be worth it or not. But I'm not seeing anything else. What I'm specifically looking for would be like pincushion stuff, because we're going to start using that armor a whole lot more. Here you go, pincushion helmet. That's under gathering though. So the question is whether or not I want to get points that go to gathering. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a ton of missions to make that happen. I think what I honestly am going to start doing in this aspect is I'm going to try to keep my own personal goals and the Landsraad kind of, you know, the Venn diagram there of an overlap. And right now I need 7 missions that I have to do. So I'm going to take houses that are close, like this one would be good. I could select the missions from here. Nova Bruns would be good because we're getting close to winning that one. ECAS would be another good one. Did some for them already. So, and this helps the house. It doesn't really help me, but I mean, I could use a walker motor. But this one here is pincushion boots, which I want to do more. But the reason I was saying this is I've only got 7 missions I can do. I want to put those points towards helpful stuff. And then at that point, I can run these missions all day. I could spend the entire day just sitting here doing mission after mission after mission. No, I'm not making my specializations any better. But these numbers will still be going up, which is, you know, go team. Who did we come over here for? Anything in combat that mattered. Cauterizer wouldn't be bad, like I said. That. Boop. Power harness. Go make a roll. Power harness. And that compact compactor Mark 6. Now I have a bunch of those. I also have a bunch of power harnesses. Schematics. Not actually like have them sitting in a box, but I have the schematics. So neither one of those two is really speaking out to me. I guess we'll just work on the one that we're closest to. Maybe we'll put in the effort to get another compact compactor along with the Starburst. The Acheronian armor does not upgrade. You can't put augments on it, so that's not going to help us in the future. And I already have the full set. Collect the whole set. Syndicate chest piece, same thing. I have 2 sets of that. Can't do it, but I got a ton of harnesses, so we're very low on this. But this one's getting close. Also, if you're not familiar with the Landsraad, if you can get a straight line, up, down, or diagonal, you will win automatically. So right now we have 5 and the Harkos have 0. Talk about something in a second. But yeah, the Harkos have 0. So if they were to say take all 5 of these and we take all of the rest of them afterwards, they will have won because they got that straight line before we did. So these guys here would be rather important because if we get those, we could seal the deal. This one unfortunately is off-centered, but yeah, these guys here would be awesome. Probably should work on some House Marrows. Doesn't do anything for me. Doesn't do anything for me. Wouldn't mind the hummingbird wings. That's it. And that's under exploration, so. But we could do those after we've done our 7. Right now, I need a combat one. Quit yapping. I guess none of them are in a better position than any other ones. These 2 are claimed. Those 2 are open. Alright, so Nova Brums it is. So we got that, and we're going to go do under combat, the false flag strike. In the Blessed Cavern, we'll accept it, and we'll take Nova Brums and confirm. So we're going to try to do both of these at the same time. I'll show you how to do that. It's not hard. One thing that's really repetitive is I never get tired of seeing Blackstone #1 on Landsraad leaderboard every week. Yeah, buddy. That's where we belong, right? I was just wondering if maybe I shouldn't be showing Landsraad information, if I should hide my screen. It's giving away intel. I guess technically Haga's over there, isn't it? I never really thought about it, but I'm assuming these positions, when you see them on the overland map, they did take the time to actually make them where they're supposed to be. So Arakeen would be, no, this ain't making sense. Haga should be that way, right? I don't know what that is. I just know I got in Sunstroke. On the other side would be Arakeen. Let's get in here before we die. Oh my gosh, we are dying. There we go. Look at that. Bunch of water. So yes, I'm going to confirm. Yeah. And, oh well. No, we were in Smuggler's Run. I was thinking Broodworks, so I'm all turned around. Basically, none of it matters. From where we were at, though, I don't know what we'd have been looking at. Alright, so we're going here, which is very close to where we were, which is good. I'm glad they got rid of the water and the fuel for this thing, because it never... did it ever matter for anybody? It never mattered for me. It literally never had a consequence. Are you good? Are you alright? You're good? You can stay down there, you just can't tear things up, okay? Somebody likes to... Oh my gosh, I'm still getting heat stroked? Look at that. That's neat. It held it. Yeah, somebody likes to walk around behind the tower and rub against wires. Okay, so right now I'm tracking. Show them all. That's the attitude right there, man. I'll show you everything. It's not gonna matter. That's just one more excuse as to why it hurts, right? If we go to the Landsraad and we go to the missions. So right now, you can see the little green thing here. This is the one I'm tracking. This is the other one that I can do on here. So right now, it's telling me to eliminate deserters in the camp at the heights and find Cassian. Sorry, buddy. And I gotta kill him and take his gun. But if I go to the Landsraad thing here, and I select the coming and going, and track it, now that disappears, and I have to collect the 3 Trans-Eye calibration packs, right? The fun part about this is you could do the first step of a mission, and it gives you, on the little diamond, it'll give you some progress, and you could switch to a different one and go do it. I think this is going to be a little sketchy because I believe Cassian and his friends are in the same spot that these eye things are. Let's take a look. So that's 289, right? Anytime I've done this, they haven't been conflicting areas. Okay. So, I'm going to do this one because this spawns the bad guys that I need to kill. And I'm going to kill all of them. And then I'm going to switch to the other one. And it should be just 3 boxes that I could pick up right then and there. There's also a good chance that even though I'm not tracking it, they've already spawned. They should have. It's not like me tracking the mission suddenly makes things occur. But it is quite possible that Cassian and his friends will override the bad guys, unless for the other mission it is still Cassian as bad guys. We just don't call them by their names. Let's see what happens, right? First thing we're going to do is hit the wrong button. So we'll cancel it. So I have switched to the Dune Watcher, which is a stronger sniper rifle. I usually would just poison people, but we're going to try and kill this guy. See if we can get a headshot from this distance. I don't think we did. But it looks like he's poisoned. Alright. Dealing with a sniper, we're going to wait until he shoots us. And then we're going to miss. Shooting a little too low. Because our shield can handle it. Got him that time. Gonna take me a little time to get used to this gun, huh? Hey, sir. I'm gonna actually escape and get out of the game. Come on, bud. Hi, yeah. Eventually, I'm going to block this. Okay, I'll take those blade parts. There's one more person and Cassian. Looks like there's two more people in Cassian. We're learning. Gotta be careful. Getting cocky there. Taking a lot of damage. I think I can toilet paper this. Yeah. So, we gotta go and kill these people. You should be almost dead, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's Cassian right there. Yes, I am. I don't have the stamina. Cassian's tough. Okay, so there I eliminated Cassian, right? And I took Cassian's gun. So now the first stage is done on that mission. So I can go into Landsraad, go to this, select the other one, and track it. And I should be looking at those items. Yeah, they're right there. Now I know that one, that box right there is the item. So let's go ahead and we will switch back to the false flag strike. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting some progress here. But we're going to track that. Can I pick this up? I can. Okay. So it's not showing me where it is. I want your stuff. It doesn't show where it is, but I've run it enough times to kind of know where the things are. And the last one should be right up here. This box right here. Okay, so it's actually interesting. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Of course they were running in conjunction. Craft 3 Ixian trans eyes. Let's not be here though. This is the way to Leon. So we're gonna head this way. Get into the shade so we don't burn. Thanks. And we'll hit our crafting menu and we'll do some sensor eyes. I need to do 3. I can only do 1, so I gotta find some salvage metal. Oh, I forgot to grab salvage metal. What an idiot I am. Tell you what, we'll craft 1 of them. It's not gonna give us the next step. Well, let's go back to Cassian and his friends since they're all dead. I don't think they would have respawned yet. Gotta be some salvage metal in here, right? There's none. Get that other sniper over there taking some pot shots. It's fine. You can do that. Killed all your friends, so makes sense. Is there any salvage metal around? Okay. What are you doing show double shoots? Double shoots. Oh. Okay, there we go. No witnesses. I still gotta find some salvage metal, man. I guess we're gonna have to do it, right? There's water down there. Man, there ain't crap. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go mess with Leon and his friends. And, hopefully we can find some salvage metal down in his area. Might as well track it. I know where I'm going, but... totally the way I was heading in the first freaking place. I don't need to break it apart. I only... Oops, sorry. I only need enough for the mission right now. It's literally right over the hill from where I was. Okay, so the reason I want to track this is you can see these areas that I need to drop these things off. One of them is on the way to Leon's camp. The other one is actually in Leon's camp, if I'm not mistaken. Ouch. So, 78, 60... There's a third one at. thought the first one was like over here. Oh, I might be thinking of a different mission. I am too. Alright, so we gotta go to Leon's camp. Talking like I know the guy. It's Leon's camp. It's not Leon. It's not Leon either. Leon's got a flamethrower. Not dead yet? You are now. Take a shot. Take a shot. Thank you. Hi. You must be the infamous Leon. Whoa! How did you get up here, buddy? Man, my timing is off on this guy. Figured it out, though, didn't we? Alright. Now we're just dealing with some heat stroke. And Leon. What you doing, bud? So, before Leon gets here, we're a little hurt. And we got a little bit of water issues. Like, majestic, dude. I think he was looking at me like this douchebag just totally stood up on the hillside, so when I come up here to kill him, then he runs away. I don't blame you. Don't worry, I'm coming. Where you at? Here, your little pitter-patters. That's right, I'm on fire and still messing you up, Leon. Roll down the hill, buddy. Okay, so we're going to take that. And then we got to come over here. And then this really cool thing right there is we have to drop that Vulcan gun, because apparently they will think that's his. Like, why would he come there and leave his gun? Nope, wrong button. Okay, so we need to go back to this, and we need to track. Let's see. We are actually kind of far away, aren't we? Still not seeing this third eye. There's one right here, which is good because we killed everybody in Leon's camp, and that's one of the things we kind of had to do. So we will, boop, pop that there. Second one's directly ahead of us. Maybe it's not propagating right away. Oh, I don't want to go down that way, though. Because it's not. It sucks down there, by the way. There are a lot of bad guys and a lot of problems. Especially for something that I still have to go up for. They're back. All right, well, hooray.
Shields up.
Already killed you.
Someone here. Enemy sighted.
Okay, you need to, like, not do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bad things are happening. And I'm out of stamina, and I'm dead. Oh! You damn right. Yeah, we got cocky, folks. Oh. Shame. Alright, so I'm losing my cut array, and I'm losing my compactor. Damn, Leon. I'm hoping that upgrading and augmenting, once we start getting way more higher levels of that, they will definitely start working on the not being able to handle situations like that. I feel like if it wasn't such a boss person, a named individual, they probably would have gone down and I could have dealt with more than what I was doing. But is what it is. We drive on. At least they should still be pretty well hurt. We can poison some people. A douchebag. Damn right. He's healing himself. Oh my gosh, that one I just ate. Yeah. Too soon. Get some stamina back here, please. Oh. We'll do it that way then. Fine. Oh, you know what? We just don't want to run in there like we did before. We already kind of learned that. Can't believe I got that shot. That'll work. You should be almost dead, right? Why are you not almost dead? So we just got some... I'm trying to leave the game again. So we just got some snipers to kill. And this idiot. Yeah, that's right. I'll take it. Alright, so this will be that one. And I gotta do the... I gotta go pick myself up. I had a bunch of stuff on me. I don't think I'm gonna get shot. So the only thing left I should have to do is to leave, right? Yeah, okay, so that mission is done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So we can go back and track this from the start, and where's it tell me to go? Over there, a whole far distance in there. Alright. Do these chests respawn? Some good stuff in some of them. Well, the bad guys respawn instantly, but dude, the chests are still empty. Bastards. Alright. Water's good, health is good. That's why belts go so quick when you're doing this stuff. Come on. I usually don't use the belts for traversing wide open spaces like this. So it's kind of new for me as far as distance traveling. Oh, we shot over it. Alright, here's eye number 2. Now this third eye, this third eye sucks. The reason I say it sucks is because it's right, like, by a hole. I don't care, lady. No, you guys just don't worry, I'm gone. Technically, those were witnesses, weren't they? Which I was supposed to kill everybody, but yeah, this thing has like a hole in the ground, and you'll fall down into it. Oh, that's leading me to the Thopter. I don't want to go there. That leads to the underground area. The underground area is a little hot. They are aggressive, but they don't like you being in there, so it's definitely a lot to worry about. I get it. I mean, that's her job. And I'm just floating around like an idiot. As you can see, though, I gotta put this thing... Oh, look. I gotta put this thing down here. Get you poisoned. Oh, my. Who did that? Somebody put it to me. Is it that person? Is it? Might have been a drill shot that I took to the face. That is quite possible. Sounds like it. Oh, hey, can I kill you from up here? Because that would be super sweet. I mean, if they're going to stand there and let you do it. Oh. Did you just throw a grenade at the... she probably threw it at me, but I'm not cooperating. Hi. Can I shoot you? Oh, I can. Good. Alright, that makes life a little bit easier. That hole right there, dude. Fall down there, like when you're trying to run from people, and all sorts of terrible things occur. One thing I've noticed about sniping in all these video games that I've played, if you think about it for too long, you're going to miss your shot. If you're doing like you see sometimes, I'll like super try to take the shot, man. Just take the shot. Get it done with. It'd be good. I'm going to grab that chest. I'm going to... Oh, I thought I missed. Hi. Aw. Go ahead. Beer and materials, not necessarily as exciting as I thought it was going to be. If I'm not mistaken, when I put this down, there's going to be... should be one more, and then I think a bunch of guys come running out. Like I gotta kill the reinforcements, right? There they are. It's not too hard to deal with them. They're just little guys like this. Alright, so 2 down. We're going to take all their stuff. Somebody's got a disruptor, huh? You, sir, got far too brave and your friend did not. So that's what happened there. Don't fall in the hole.
Let's get the buster.
There we go. So now I just got to return to the ornithopter, which is the same thing I had to do for the other mission. And I will be able to complete them both. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I was reading the side chat here. So here we go, we got a mission report, and this is going to add to that, so we're going to claim it. And we are also going to claim the one for combat. Those are both done. Let's go to the Landsraad and see what we got. Reading the mail. Already did that tonight. At least we know how to do it, right? Let's take a look here real quick. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Now, Maros would be the better one because that'll give us a straight line. So I should do Maros. Okay. Reading the mail. For house Maros. And we are at 5 out of 35, so we've still got quite a few points to get. And then we're going to have to go get our house scripts. But this should be the last one that I need in order to snag my level 10. 118 out of 157. So after I turn in this mission, I will be able to craft augments onto gear. Well, an additional, yeah, but onto garments. After that, I don't know what I want to do. I've ignored sabotage and exploration and also gathering almost completely. Put almost all my effort. I tried to balance between crafting and combat, which I thought I was going to do, but I've put a lot more into crafting. The next thing I'm interested in with crafting, these are all nice and these are all great and exciting. But you get up to level 20. Right here, 33. I'm level 9, and the next thing I care about is level 33. That is so much distance. So much distance to cross. I don't know. You know what I mean? I kind of originally thought that crafting and combat were going to be the big two, at least for me in the way I play. And I figured that I would want to move the other ones along as well. You know, it can't all be building stuff and stabbing. But I really don't know how much the other stuff I want to put that much effort into. Crafting seems to be the way to go, at least for me. And then combat secondary. This would kind of be nice to not be detected so much. Maybe. Maybe we should look more into the sabotage thing. I gotta get this done. And since we already know how to do it, we don't have enough salvage metal on us. While we're here, let's see if we can find some. Look at that. Right there. And we'll take our broken cutter array. I could do the scan on it, but I don't need that much. So 50 is perfect. Look at that. It's like I knew somehow. That's how skilled I am at scrap metal. So, did I even accept it? Yeah, travel to the Broodworks from the overland map, reading the mail. So we're doing it again. That is going to become an issue. At least for me, that's going to become an issue. I don't, like I said, I mean, I can't tell you that. I mean, I'm not saying that there has to be 100 different missions that I can do and choose from, because, you know, it's ridiculous and it's way too much. But you need some more options. Or they need to change them up and randomize this stuff a little bit, you know? How about we don't put 4 combo devices? Just have 2, and maybe 2 of them, the farthest ones apart. Maybe they're right next to each other. Let's just kind of vary it that way. Make the generator parts not so predictable. You think I'm going to lose them? I guess if I die one more time, I might. Let's not do that. Yeah, so we need to go here. Yeah, we need to make the sensors. Guess we could make them bleed, right? So this is like I'm saying. The more you try to get this, the more likely you are to miss. Because you're overthinking it and you start getting silly about it. So usually, just take the shot, you know. If you get the headshot, great. If you end up getting the body shot, get it. Can't believe I missed, but the poison got him. Hands are off today. Look at me starting fights without my shield on, because I'm brave. Here, like I had said earlier, the medical stuffs. That's a 6 heal kit, thank you. You don't really have to craft too many things these days. You can just scavenge them from everybody. Take all that. Thank you. Gonna take a long time to kill everyone. There are many. How did that not shoot him in the head? Stabbed him an extra time. I'm here. So, I mean, you know, we can fight our way through these things if we want to. I just kind of tend to... Let's get him. Where is he? I tend to rather, you know, whatever's the quickest, the more expedient. Oh, look at you. Now I'm gonna kill you. How did you survive that? What's good in here? Not much. I don't need those, and I don't see any healing. Okay. Am I on this? Oh, I am. This is the actual tower. I'm just in a completely wrong spot. A good jump. I gotta admit. That's a good jump. Easy. Wondering if we should look into any other broodworks. Oh, please don't kill me, guys. No. Tight Blushing Cavern. There's one. Kill their watchers, disable their vehicles, and burn their operations to the ground. I think that is it as far as broodwork stuff right now. Eliminate snipers in the watchtower. So we're already working towards that goal. Look at us. We're so smart. Oh, wait. You didn't come back, did you? No. Take a shot. Thank you. Oh, that sniper I killed before the mission. He's like, where the hell did that come from? Seriously? Is that a miss? That one was. Holy cow. Take a shot. Thank you. No. Won't be able to pull that one off until the... No, the poison shot took before it did that. Might be in trouble here, folks. I don't think there's going to be enough snipers on the watchtower since I already killed one. That sound is coming from the people that are on the bottom. So I have unfortunately killed all of the snipers in the watchtowers before selecting the mission. Well, I killed one of them. So I think I've got to wait until one of them respawns. It shouldn't be too long, you know? I don't know if I have to vacate the area, though. Somebody's angry. It's not going to let me progress until I've eliminated all the snipers, and even though I've done that, it's waiting for that last one. So what we might have to do is, I know I've placed all 4 sensors, so we can go get the items, and by then these guys should have respawned. I just hope I don't run in here and kick the hornet's nest and then have to go back in here. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. It's what I get for starting the mission before I started the mission. Following instructions is important. I am trespassing, my friend. Don't worry, I will be leaving soon. Hi. Yeah. You know what? You can go ahead and set me on fire. I don't care. That's got to be terrifying. Good job on shooting me, dude. I know. Okay, well, we're going to bounce all over the hardware. I know if I was just standing there and some flaming guy came running past me, I might be inclined to scream first instead of shooting. For the revolution, hell yeah. Oh, you bastard. Alright. I didn't want to have to do that. I did not want to have to do that. I'll drink some water while we're doing this. So I'm hoping to be able to jump up here and grab this last item, and then the snipers will have come back. Oh, you can grab it without actually... excuse me, get the hiccups. You can grab it without actually going up there. Hi. That's good to know. I thought you had to go up there. It usually was up there. That box. That one. Sit up on the register. But it changed to this. So, whatever. Alright. Well, there's the sniper tower things have kind of come back. So, let's go see what happens. You know what? We'll craft this generator just to get this mission to its endpoint. So now we'll exit the area and we'll switch to shaping operations. And off we go to eliminate one more sniper. What do you think, guys? Not looking good, huh? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'll miss, though. Alright, we're going to come up there and stab you then. Who did he shoot at? Okay, sabotage the first buggy in the garage and the second buggy in the garage. Alright, well, let's go sabotage buggies. They should be over there. Oh, my. Aren't you a fancy boy?
Need to reload.
These are the ones that are the real problem. The guys with the drill shots, man. They do not mess around. They can shoot fast. And don't get hit with one of those without your shield on. Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't see you there. Otherwise, I would have stabbed you immediately. Okay. Is there another one, or was it just you two? Oh, there is one. Okay. Almost got me. Sabotage. Where's the other one? This one? Ornithopters. Oh, I know where they are. Oh my gosh, they're up high. I don't need those. I only came in here one time to destroy those. Because you gotta... for the mission. I don't know if there's anything worth anything over here. I don't think there is, actually. Not seeing it. Just sabotage some buggies. Maybe up here? Oh, there's something. Anything good? No. Alright, let's go break some ornithopters. I did the one mission here. Where it was like, you know, oh, you gotta go fight the sandflies. And then it was like, find the sergeant and kill the sergeant. I was like, alright, so I killed the sergeant. Then it was like, use the sergeant's code to call the lieutenant. I was like, okay. And then we did that. And then it was like, kill the commander. And I'm like, am I going through the whole command force? Like, is there anyone left after that? Is the founder around today? No. Your water is mine. Thankfully, it did end with the killing the commander. Alright, so there's one of them. Looks like the other one is way over there. I think that's the one that might be embedded in the wall, or that's mine. One of the two. There's that one, and there's that one up there, too. Oh, my gosh, dude. You got a lot of running to do. Oh, and somebody saw me right away, too. You guys are terrible at your jobs. Oh, you're in such trouble. That is going to show up on your review. I just stood there and let me do it. Okay. This is why suspensor belts are breaking all over the place. See it on Reddit with the complaints. I know I'm blowing through mine. It's part of this type of climbing and all this silliness, but it's also a part of it is the fact that we just don't know, you know? Like, we're learning the layout of the land and what we have to do. Hey, guys. Hey, where's this last one? It's over there. Hi. Yeah, hit the alarm instead of stopping me from doing that. Sabotage the ammo crate. Oh, tell me I jumped off before I should have. Oh no, I think I'm okay. Oh, thank goodness, dude. If that ammo crate was back up there, that would have been horrible. Not sure where... Ooh, somebody sees me. Not sure in here where it is. Huh? Go for an ammo crate? Below me. Oh, hi.
I found the enemy.
Ooh. Exit the area. Alright, there we are. We're done. I don't care enough to fight them all. They're very angry, though. Somebody's following me. Oh, two of them. Yikes, that's gonna suck. One of them ran away, and so did the other. Right in the butt. Move a little closer. Give you some more motivation. Come on. You wanted this fight, we're gonna do it. Nice block, dude. But you died. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, folks. We're going to push it a little bit because we started a little late because we're bad. And we still got more work to do. I see someone too. Jackrabbit Max. Like, subscribe, and share, buddies. Let you live for a reason. No, you die. They do come back from the stuns awful fast. Faster than I think they used to. Whoa, throwing explosives. We're going to say that she saw me and was like, oh, I know who that guy is. And that's why she ran away. Mission number 1. And mission number 2. So what does that do for us? K and then G. There we are. We have officially moved into level 10. Now, one thing that... Oh, I don't have enough spice. One thing that I've been doing is I kind of forgot that you actually have to click on it and spend the spice for it, the melange. So we're actually going to take a trip home, maybe fix a couple pieces of equipment, and see how things are going from there. See, I feel like that would be a real person. But maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know if anybody on this is real. Where are you going? Yeah, see, that would make me think that's a real person. Oh, that's totally a real person. That was neat. I don't know if that one is. Are they okay? My Holtzman shield's about to break. I've been getting some use out of it. That is for sure. quick parking job because, like I said, we're not going to be staying here too long. And let's just drop everything off. We need to keep that. There we are. Now we're back to the way we were. Probably going to take another 20 of this. I kind of like to have 50 on me. Boop. We'll split it down. We'll go find it. Bring it over. Got 50. We're doing good on health. We didn't really have to heal ourselves too much, which is good. It's enough that it could handle. We do have a couple things to fix. So our Holtzman shield is getting pretty beat up. I don't like to carry things. Like once something gets about 50. What do I have that's 50? Here you go. So this power pack and this dispenser belt are my old ones. And I have dropped them down to backups. So if I'm out there doing stuff and running around and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, your belt's about to break, I could switch over to this one because it's still got quite a bit of life. This will get me through whatever I'm doing and then able to get back and, then I can fix it for real or replace it. So that's what these are. Honestly, this battery pack is in worse shape. 27 out of 42, 39. So this one actually has got some more use on it. This is a brand new suspensor belt. But this guy here, 36 is the highest I can go. It is time to say goodbye to my Mark V Holtzman shield. So what we will do then is come over here to this special box and we will take one of the brand new ones that we have. Go back to our inventory. And then that one gets to go down here into the trash bin. It's a sad day, but thank you so much, Holtzman Shield Mark V, for your service. You did well. You still have some life in you, but I'm 36. I don't... No, once you get down to like 33, it's better to just get rid of them because you don't want it failing on you when you're out there in the real world. So, thank you, Holtzman Shield, for your service. You did well. That'll do, pig. Our batteries are also getting a little concerning. The fact that this one's below half and our backup is below half. We need a full battery, which I have sitting right here. So we're going to do the same thing. But we're not going to chuck this battery just yet. This one still will be a sufficient backup. I don't need to carry two backups. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this one back in here, but not up here where the fancy stuff goes. Down here where the, just in case. So let's say I'm using the other battery and I use this backup and finally this backup gets trashed. Well, then I could grab this one, or, by then maybe my new battery will become a backup. 42%, that is kind of low, and under repairs, it's probably going to come in around 40. Might be around the time to trash that. I like trashing batteries because you get irradiated slag out of them. That's actually good. Let's go ahead and trash that battery. And I will show you what I mean. Boop, 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 boop. This one. Oh, come on. Yeah, see? Well, irradiated cores. I'm sorry, not slag. I think you'll get slag if you do like a Mark V or something, or a lower type battery. But the 6s are going to give you cores. But yep, there you go. So in the meantime, you guys can hang out together. Well, let's take a look at where we are so far. We still have 3 more missions that we can do. We've got nothing. Here's this again. We don't need to do crafting. We'll get rid of that. We don't need to do that either. We need to do this. This was our goal tonight, which I knew we would get, so yay. Not... There's nothing pressing here. It's all good stuff, don't get me wrong. But there's just nothing pressing here. Gathering. I'm still questionable about getting over this hump. I just, like, ugh. Before we start getting to the things that are kind of cool. We might want to spend some time here. Exploration, for some reason, just doesn't speak to me. There's cool stuff in here. It just doesn't speak to me. My fuel consumption's not too bad. Take care of yourself, Jiggy. Appreciate it, bud. Treasure Hunter. It's quite possible that I will have maxed out a couple of these before this ever gets to level 2, you know. I'm not trying to be mean, but combat, we're definitely want to keep going. We are now at a +5 damage and 2.5% damage mitigation, which is really cool. We got some extra stamina in the house, and we're not too far from getting another health bonus, so that's good. Yeah, we're pretty close. So we should probably do another combat one. That would at least move that into place there. Yeah, we've actually done pretty well there for ourselves. So 10-1-1-5-4. I think we're going to be doing a lot more combat ones. Combat and possibly doing some sabotage. Exploration is going to take the last, and then gathering. We'll throw them through there when we can. You know what I mean? It's Saturday, so we should be focusing mostly on Landsraad. Hitting buttons like crazy here. We should be focusing way on this. Whoa, cancel. Click the buttons. We are very close to finishing that one off. And that. Harkos are on the board, but don't know where they're at or how far they are. If we can just finish these off, then we'll get it. It's interesting, you'll see a 750 there, where normally you get 1,000 points for everything you're doing. When you do these, take a look. Here's a Landsraad contribution there and there and there. So you're going to get 1,000 for each one of these. But I believe that there's certain ones, like Race Against Time, you only get 750 for. So if you do the lower one, you're not going to get as much. These will never change, or at least they haven't so far. But your XP, your Solari, and your Landsraad contribution, they are less. These are still fine. See, this one's back up to the normal amounts. Looks like everything else is still... Yeah, everything else is 1,000. Just that one was lower. So, yeah. The bets is almost done. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be hard. Really don't want anything in the exploration category. But I guess, like I said, once I get the 3 done, I'm not getting points towards this anymore. It doesn't matter what I do. So that's another thing that I would say to you. If you don't care about a certain category, like for instance, I'm not real big on exploration right now. Just it's not helping me out in where I want to go. So I would do the normal missions and get the points where I want them, and then we'll start working on this one. And once I know that I'm not able to increase my specialization, that's when I would go ahead and do these. Exploration, what are the missions for exploration? Well, this is just a Hagar Rift race. That's another Hagar Rift, which is nice. At least they're in the same area. And then there's the Teak. Cover the ship blogs. planet in the middle of the Imperial Basin. We want to know why. All right. Well, guys, we're going to call it there. It's an all right night. We are down from 9 out of 35 to 3, which is good. We're going to knock those at least 1 or 2 more out. We're going to put them directly into the combat section. And honestly, I got to say that we're making more use out of the damage and damage mitigation than we are, the skill points for right now. We still have extra skill points that we haven't used. Not many. We still have 15, and I've kind of maxed out most of the stuff that I cared about. This we can move up. Maximum power would always be good. In fact, we're going to do that right here, right now. That'll help keep the shields up and keep the runner going. I don't really care about the piloting stuff so much. These would be definitely good to pump up once I start collecting items right now, but we're kind of on cruise control with that. We did enough work to where we were, pretty well supplied. And, it was kind of running on the reserves right now. We're still in good shape. We've got plenty of stuff. So once we start getting some of these other things taken care of, we can start putting some of these points in there. So yeah, I'm down to 11, so maybe I shouldn't be talking so much smack here. Bleed tolerance would probably be good to get. We did well here through all these. I have to look through again, see if there's any kind of stamina boosting or anything like that I can pop in there. But yeah. Well, we're calling it a night. I got a couple other things to do. Got some more video editing. Hopefully I'll get 2 out this coming week. So look for those. And as always, we're going to be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Blistering cold here. I'm really surprised that the power stayed on. So Shai Hulud was looking out for us. Right, grandfather? Used to fight bulls for sport. Yeah. But if you're new to the channel, I hope this was helpful for you. Get to experience some of what I'm doing and how I'm kind of approaching these things. But yeah, keep your eye on the channel. We're still growing. Got quite a few new additions. The subscriber count is definitely going up. I'm not trying to talk crap about somebody, but there is a person who does videos and like shorts and different clips, and it's all him ganking people in the deep desert. And he does the typical jumps out of his thopter and stores it before he falls too far away from it, and then he does the little sneaking down, hits him with the las gun, and then he throws a thumper and waits and gets them and their equipment all eaten, and it's haha funny. To each his own. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Who am I to judge? I don't agree with it. I don't think it's cool. But this comment section wasn't too thrilled with him either. But he's made a lot of videos doing that. And my subscriber count surpassed his, which I don't want to get into a subscriber count war with people. I'll be honest. I'm going to sneeze. So hold on 1 second. Excuse me. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too loud. I don't want to get into a subscriber count war. And, I got more subscribers than you, or you got more than me, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what I want to say is my channel is more about helping people. I want to show you what I do, and if it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, then, well, at least you know something that doesn't work for you, and maybe let me know, and we can try to figure it out. I love getting advice from chat, people saying things that they've experienced, and, I don't claim to know everything, and there's times that they've helped me out, and I'm hoping that I can help other people out as well. And the fact that there are more people who are subscribing to this type of content versus the griefing and ganking makes me feel good about the community and the game. So thank you for that. We're going to continue to grow, and I don't know who you are, Carnivore Oma, but I am glad you discovered me too. I think it's the first time I've seen a message from you. So I guess you're new here. New here. That was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said during a stream. New here. You still glad you discovered me? In the new video I put out today, I couldn't pronounce deep desert, and I left it in, and I laughed at myself. As I've said before, the voiceover part is the hardest thing for me. That's what takes the longest. Between me flubbing it up and very new, cool. That is awesome. Hope it was worth it. But between me flubbing things up and then saying things wrong and then cats jumping up and hearing things outside and all sorts of crazy stuff, it takes me so long. I would say that when I actually produce the video, like when I publish it and it comes across, they're basically ghost tracks. And what they are is voice tracks that were recorded, but then because I didn't do it right, didn't like it, didn't mess it up, or did mess it up or whatever, I removed it from the timeline, but it's still considered a recording until I complete it and wipe anything that's extra. And there'll be a dozen, 24 ghost ones, because I don't do it from start to finish. Sometimes it'll chop up in the centers, but there's so many voiceovers that I mess up, so I left one in because I just didn't have the heart to do it, probably for the 4th time. And that's like deep desert. It's like, you know what, laugh at yourself, dude. But anyway, yep, 220. That's actually redemption because like I said, I did start late. It's almost, it's 8:40, 8:45. But yeah, I'm gonna knock out those 3 missions. I actually have to work tomorrow, so poo. But we have 2 days and 2 sets of missions beforehand. I'm hoping in the future they create more of these. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. But that is one way to really sour me personally, and hopefully not, hopefully I'm the asshole, but make me repeat something over and over and over and over again is the fastest way to get me to not ever want to do it. Right now, we're still in the stage where some of these missions are, I haven't done some of them. Like, the sabotage stuff or the gathering stuff. I didn't even know what the heck this is. I've never been there. Oh yes, I have. I've been there. Not to do that though, but yeah. But some of these I haven't done. I haven't been to the ship that crashed, but it's my standard way is I'll go in and I'll do it however I think I'm supposed to. And then I'll start to analyze it and realize what they wanted me to do, and that's how I'll do it. And then I'll start going through and kind of add my own flair and trying something different. Example, when I first went in to do the mission there where you got to plant the devices and create the generator, I would, the mail, reading the mail, I think it's called. The first time I went in there, I was like all sneaky and trying not to get caught, and they did eventually see me, but it didn't care, but I still tried to be sneaky. And then I tried to fight my way through the little fortress things in order to get and kill everybody, and then I could scan the thing. And now I got to the point where I'm gonna like try to run through. I will eventually find ways to entertain myself doing these missions in different ways. Once I'm done with that, and we are solely on the way of how do I get this done as quickly as possible, that's when I'm personally going to start having problems with the repetitive nature of the content. I do understand why they do it, but they need to spice it up a little bit. The only reason I'm saying that is I'm trying to get ahead of the problem. Supposedly it takes like 70 days for you to get a maximum to get to level 100 in one of the specializations. So it's going to take a full year of doing these 35 missions per week. You don't have to do them every day, so if you don't log in a couple days, you just can't miss a complete week. I won't make it a year. Not if these never change. If these don't change and it's the same set of them, no. So if Funcom's watching, which I don't know if they are or not, but there's got to be some more variety in these. And I'm not saying you got to put that out like Tuesday, you know. Give me a couple weeks. Give me a month or so. But this ain't going to last a year, guys. This ain't going to last a year. Especially since I'm going to be doing them outside of the actual, this recollection reward for the Landsraad to help my house win. So I'm going to be doing these beyond the year of this. It's not going to hold. So hopefully they do already have it in the works to add some of these or change them up a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a developer and I don't have any lines in. Maybe someday I will and I can talk to it, but that ain't gonna last a year. So anyway, that's where we're gonna end. A little concerned, but that's way in the future. It'll be months before I'm at that stage. Hopefully something's on the horizon. But anyway, like I said, look for a couple videos this week. Streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday coming up. The weather, although bitterly cold, does look clear. So we hopefully don't have anything sneaking up on us. And I am not a football fan. I'm a hockey fan. But I understand football and can occasionally watch games. If the Super Bowl is important to you, I hope your team wins. Good luck, everybody. With that, we're going to head out. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Everything helps the algorithm and helps the channel. So I can keep doing what I keep doing. But on that, we're calling it a night. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And as always, I will see you out there. Take care.